it is finally time to take a deep dive into my brand new setup and room update. I teased this a few days ago in a different video, my teaser big trailer video, which showed me doing some things like painting, some other bits and pieces too, and some general artsy kind of piano music, and teasing about what's happening. Well, basically I spent the last couple of weeks planning and actually completely repainting, refurbing my entire room, and then rearranging all of the stuff in it, completely getting rid of some stuff, bringing lots of new stuff in, which we're going to talk about today, and just generally completely changing my room to how it was. So today's video is all about my new setup and my new room in general. We're going to be going through all of my displays, going to be going through everything. And everything that you need to know, if you need to know it, will be in the description down below. But otherwise, we're just going to get straight into it because there's a lot of stuff to cover. And I'm out of breath because I ran around a big circle to do that intro bit and I'm obese. So yes, let's get into the video. So we begin with the obvious setup because this is the main thing that you're all here for. Now, first thing you will notice that this desk is a brand new desktop. I completely remade this and that shelf, which has become a lot smaller. And not only is it different, but it's in this corner of the room as opposed to that corner beside the window where my bed now is, which we'll get onto later on. My setup. So things are pretty much the same as they were in the previous video. If you really want to know the specs for the computer I use and things like that, please do go check out the last setup video because I really talk in a lot more detail about that, but I will copy and paste it into the description anyway. Computer underneath the desk, custom built one that I finally actually finished paying off recently in my monthly installments. Great. TV, it's a standard LG TV. I actually got a brand new monitor now that's just a very small 22-inch LG TV as well. I only got that a few days ago because my other one just decided to stop working. Got the Razer keyboard, the Razer mouse, and my custom made Last of Us Part 2 mouse mat. Behind here we have my microphone, little pen pot, the picture of my girlfriend that I've covered up with a Pikachu thing for her privacy, my tripod, my trophy hunting little pin board, which is where I print off all the trophies that I'm going for in games when I'm doing my platinum go-throughs. Stick it on here, bit of organisation, love it. Coming over here we have the Eat Sleep PlayStation Repeat thing, which you remember before was actually on the wall behind my bed, but now it's here, nicely on my display. Above that we have a Justice League print from a loot crate. Coming across on that we have all of my games and all the loot crate pins. Now I keep teasing in my loot crate videos that I'm adding things to my pin collection, and I mean that because all of these little pins, besides a few of them like this one and these PlayStation set here which come from the unboxing PlayStation video, all these pins came from Loot Crate, apart from that one which came from work as well, and that one which Isabel gave me, which isn't a pin anyway, it's a little heart where I just screwed onto there because I like it. Above that, like I said, we have all of the games. We've got, well, I say games, there is 2 DVDs here. We've got a Spider-Man trilogy and the England World Cup win from 1966, which every football fan from England will continuously remind you about if you haven't already experienced that. We have, firstly, a selection of PS2 games, not many left these days, but still have the old PS2. That section there. Then we have my PS3, which once again, there's still not many of them left these days, mainly CODs and Assassin's Creeds. Then we have my PS4 games, which is quite a collection, but there's something special about these because there are only a few of these that actually have discs in it. Up till here, so we've God of War here, these ones have discs in them. All of these are my digital games. I actually bought some cases and printed off the covers offline and stuck them in there as just a display of all my digital games, because I have a lot more digital than I do physical these days, and I kind of thought my shelf looked a little sparse without all of them on there. So now that you have all of them on there, that's good. We have just a little tub of stuff, deodorant, stuff like that. PS4 box, Isabel's birthday present there, and a loot crate that's just got all the loot crate stuff that I haven't sold in it. Nothing too special about that. Behind here we have a couple bits. We have my old Witcher record thing, a couple little Witcher things that Isabel did for me, including my smoke and monoxide detector with the Leviathan axe, by the way, also now up there. Moving on to the big shelving area, however, is where things have changed the most. The whole display and the whole thing of where all my consoles are displayed has actually become part of this big black shelving unit now. I know I am rushing through a lot of things in this video, and I know it's probably a little bit annoying to hear me breathing all the time behind the camera and going and this and this and this, but it's only because there's so much stuff in here and I actually don't really want to talk about it for 20 minutes. I'd rather just scoot through it all really quickly, and if anyone's really interested in seeing much more of an in detail thing, I will go through everything individually. And yeah, so here we go. We have, firstly, we have all the consoles. We have my PS2, my PS3 Super Slim, PS4, and soon the gap there for the PS5, which at the moment has a BB gun and the camera box in it and some double deckers. Lovely. PS5, when that releases later on this year, if it does, due to the current coronavirus situation, we don't actually know if it will be or might be delayed, it will go in that gap there. Above that we have my PlayStation symbols, light up display. We have the little Fallout, one of the little Fallout Loot Crate things, my PlayStation Platinum, it's not a Platinum trophy, so it's just a normal trophy mug. We have my Nintendo DS, little pin badge box. We have my controller holder that I made myself. That shouldn't be flashing like that, by the way. It should be a continuous light, but it's flashing for some reason. Who knows? I don't. Then we have a little box full of just little bits and pieces. There's just lots of stationery bits in there, nothing too interesting. Got my printer and some other little bits. The Blades of Chaos are on the wall. Well, not on the wall, they were on the wall. They used to be on the wall actually where this thing's sitting here, along with the Leviathan axe. Not anymore. Put them on there now. Above that we have my Witcher 3 sign symbols. We also have my little antenna for my internet. We have my Witcher display, which is my Witcher bestiary. A little Lego series, a little medal that I won, which is completely unrelated but just looks good there. And my pop vinyl Geralt that Isabel got me for Christmas. We have all my Witcher books, including my 3D printed Platinum trophy. Moving on, we have all these little PlayStation coasters that you also saw from the unboxing video. We have this shelf, which is just more stuff. Coca-Cola mug, a little Link from Legend of Zelda, and a Groot kind of planter thing that also came from a loot crate. We have my Assassin's Creed gauntlet, Syndicate gauntlet, and just a lightsaber that I had left over from the lightsaber videos, and a couple more loot crate boxes, which have actually become very handy for putting behind my displays because they give a good back to these shelves that don't actually have backs. Otherwise, we just have a lot of drawers in here that are just general storage, nothing that interesting in there, apart from this little display here, which once again has more loot crate stuff. So you've got the little Godzilla type posters, we have the Fallouts, Brotherhood of Steel armour, and a couple little Ghostbusters and bits and pieces like that too. Here we have my new office chair. I only got this one a few days ago. It's actually a gaming chair, it came from Game. It was £99, my birthday gift for this year. My other desk chair that I've had for 5 years, and it was absolutely falling apart, so this one was very much a due thing to have. It's a really good chair, it's comfortable, it's exactly what you need it to be. Good for working on the computer, good for playing games on. Comfortable, and it's really lightweight, and it just looks cool as well with all the nice sort of red striping and details on it. It looks very lovely. Obviously we have the bed here. There's not really much point in me talking about that. It's a bed, a few posters on the wall. We have my PlayStation 2 blueprints, a Fallout perk, and a Witcher 3 map up there. Down here we just have a bin, some other stuff, a bag of coronavirus supplies, and behind here we have the magical 4G internet, which has now got 16,000 views. For some reason. I don't know why that many people chose to watch me, but there you go. That's hidden behind there, getting the best signal that it possibly can. Last but not least, we have my other chair that Alex sits in when he's not in social isolation. And we also have my jacket just hanging up on the door over there. And that is that. Right, I'm out of breath. That was a lot of talking, and I'm also out of shape because I spend all my time playing games and eating chocolate. Yeah, well, I am out of breath. That was a lot of talking. That was a lot of stuff to cover in 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed this setup video. I know it was a rush. And almost I've been rushing it around this week and rushing it around today, especially fitting my new desk and my new shelves and getting everything sort of tidied up and organised so I can actually film the damn video, because I went and screwed myself over by saying, oh no Ben, you're going to put a release date on this video. And I'm like, then I had to actually stick by something, and I've just about done it, hopefully, if this goes up today on Friday. But yeah, that's it anyway. Obviously I'm currently in, well, not in isolation, but I'm currently locked down at home like we all are in England. I was off work anyway because my hotel closed down till beginning of June now because of coronavirus, so I'm at home. So I'll try to make some more videos, but I'm only going to make things when I really feel like it's due, because I still feel there's no point in making things just for the sake of it. I'm gonna get my breath back and I'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this, hope it was worth the build up and the wait, and yeah, goodbye.